Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. Today's topic, price turn. I guess about a year ago or so, I did a couple of videos at the chalkboard or the whiteboard explaining price turn. So if you like, you could go back and search in my YouTube channel for price turn and you can see those videos. But since now I'm using the screen recorder here, and making videos with charts, I thought I should go over price turn because I've received some questions on forums and in emails and other messages, and some people just don't understand because you guys know I like to use horizontal lines, but they're still confused. So I thought maybe if we go back to something that's very basic, price turn, then maybe you can see how all of these systems and methods tie together, and you can understand why certain things are concepts like supply and demand and support and resistance. So let's just look at a blank naked chart of the euro. Now, everybody can see their own two eyes right here was the low. That was the low. And you can see a red candle, meaning price went down, came up and closed here, and then a green candle. Red, green. So right here, we have a price turn. Let's see. Let's just put a horizontal line right there. So you're probably thinking, well, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is you can see there was a nice run. Well, the only way to know that a run is possibly starting is a price turn. It has to occur. You can see here the run stopped, or actually first it stopped here, came back. But you see, you have to have this price turn, a change in color of the candles, red to green or green to red. Now, once again, this is simple, but it's so simple that it's so often overlooked. Now, I'm using the H1 chart, but what I want to show you is it has to happen at every chart. Once again, you see here, price turn, price turn, price turn, price turn, price turn. It occurs. We can go all the way up to the monthly chart. Once again, here, price turn, price turn, price turn, price turn, price turn, price turn. So, with that being said, when you first open a chart, and let's just say you like to use 15-minute charts, you can look at the chart and instantly you can see what happened most recently. Most recently, it looks like we had a price turn and we're going up. So, which direction should you trade? Well, look at the most recent price turn. It's not that difficult. And so you can see why you don't want to trade against the most recent price turn. There would be a good example. You see here, candle started going down. And to trade against that would have been fatal. But you can go back to this candle. You say, well, okay, this candle's going up. Well, right there, yes, it's going up. But as soon as it turned, as soon as the price turned against that, that's telling, that's signaling, that's telling, that's saying the market is now moving in the opposite direction. Now, some of you may have watched the video when I talked about trading like Einstein. And I think I even created an Einstein indicator, if I remember correctly, right here. And so the Einstein indicator says this is where we start, right here at this level. Everything is relative to that level. So and we want to trade away from the line, so we're either going to trade long or we're going to trade short. But if you look and you can see right here, we should trade long until one thing happens. If we expand the chart, if this candle turns red, we should trade short. Or if price drops below the line where we started at, we should trade short. So once again, very simple, price turn. So let's just say if we went back a couple of bars and we saw this price turn and we jumped on it, now we can say or stay in the trade until it turns against us, or we can stay in the trade until it comes back down here to turn against us. So you can either protect your profit at the first sign of a turn, or you could exit part of the trade and let the rest ride, and putting in your break even or almost break even take profit or stop loss right in this area. Once again, it's a very simple concept. And once again, it works on all time frames. So maybe you like to use the 5-minute chart. You see, once again, price turn here at the bottom. You can stay in the trade. Price turned against you. Maybe you say, well, I like this. Maybe you moved your stop up. Once this candle closes, maybe you move it up to the close of this candle. That's just one possible strategy. So as you can see, once again, very simple concept. Price turn. You don't want to trade against the most recent price turn. So whether you're using the sweet spots indicator, which we could load up, so many indicators. You can see here every 10 pips. So if you were trading, you could see here, you'd go long at this line because you don't want to trade against this price turn. But or you would go short at this line because once again, price would have had to turn to reach that line. Once again, very simple concept. So if you have any questions about price turn and which way to trade, feel free to ask. But I hope I've made it crystal clear and simple. We can look at the daily, and you can see here it's showing you which way to trade. So I hope that clears up any questions that you've had. If not, feel free to ask. I prefer you ask them in a public forum so many people can benefit from the Q&A. So fellow traders, I hope you've learned something. I hope I've made it easy to understand. And as always, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. TheRumpledOne signing off.